You pulled a scan off one of those corpses? Let me see. Shit, this confirms it. What we've got down there is a swarm of xenomorphs mutated by that pathogen shit. Damn it. That ain't so good. Regular xenos are murder. Pathogen makes everything weirder, madder. Doc Honecker said his team used pathogen on xenos, injecting it in facehuggers. Remember Monica back on Katanga? Yeah, she was the least deadly of those. There's a shitload of mutants down there. Where'd the bugs get into that much pathogen? Or does it spread from one xeno to another? Like an infection?
Oh? You scanned a statue? You noticed how strange those are, huh? In these new ruins, every time you see a giant engineer head, the face has been knocked off. Yeah. This is interesting, though. By the exposure patterns, it looks like all the heads were damaged around 2,000 years ago. That's about when It could imply the engineers did this themselves. If it was a quake or some third party, the same would have happened to the heads at the main ruins. Cynthia's site, too. And that was easy to find, close to Paula Station, visible from the air if you knew where to look. This new ruin was practically buried. So why only these heads? Oh, a scan? Great. I've been thinking about the corpses we found down there. By size and form, they're engineers. But mutated beyond recognition. Your data confirms the bodies are 2 millennia old. Fossilized. But the corpses don't have any protective equipment. Those elephant suits. And the ruin we found them in doesn't seem like a lab. It's all stone. None of the metal we saw at Site 2. Why were so many of them packed into one locked room? There's something about those ash shadows on the walls that really bothers me.
Great thing about Hyperdyne's plastic guns, you can glue them back together. All requisitions come with free cornbread. I got an ass load piled in the back. Nobody eats that shit.
Fireteam, we've encountered a strain of Xenos mutated by the pathogen. Colonel Ship wants us to find and secure their source. We can't let the mutant brood escape those ruins. The whole moon could be contaminated.
We'll approach on passive sensors. One fuckface with an ARM down there would ruin our day.
need to lock this outbreak down before the mutants can spread. Esther's scanning the layout and Doc Honecker's trying to analyze. Here they come! You got us a path through here?
I have detected a central conjunction of tunnels. It is some distance.
Proceed inward, Fireteam.
Stop! That bladder is filled with volatile gases.
Get clear, then shoot it! In there.
Fireteam, the spore cloud ahead is toxic.
Find a way around it, people.
bypassing damage.
More of that poison shit!
has improved.
Them sphincters puckered, Fireteam! Sentry deployed.
Bypassing damage.
Be careful. There are spore barriers ahead. Be mindful of any explosive bladders.
been watching my feed on Endeavor. He's not the only one. Shit, bet you'd pull this off. Don't make the Colonel lose her money, eh? Watch the tunnels ahead!
Bypassing damage.
Got a vague return, likely a stalker. Down the middle, Fireteam. That'll take you to the center of the ruins.
Bypassing damage.
Madre de Dios.
The center of the complex. The source of the mutants.
Great. Big pit with an assload of pathogen. Fireteam, ship wants the area secured. That shit needs to be burned or contained or... Fuck, I don't know.
If we can gauge the amount present,
Grabbing ammo.
that will determine viable options.
Listen up, Fireteam. Rig a motion tracker and get us a sonar profile.
The mutants will detect the pulse. They will be hostile.
Make it happen. This is why you get hazard pay.
Patching up. 8 hits here. Rearming.
Movement 360 degrees. Vaya con Dios, Marines.
Sentry deployed.
about to have you for breakfast! Sentry deployed.
Mother of the mutant brood.
Kick her ass!
There is a vulnerability. Sections of the Queen's carapace are loose.
Focus fire on her armor! Make a hole! Sentry deployed. Incoming target.
There is a hole in her carapace.
Bypassing damage.
Armor breach! Patching up. Grabbing ammo. Like, normal Xenos aren't bad enough. Good thing we stopped these cabrons early. We thought we had the pathogen contained at Site 2. Who knows how many other ruins are crammed with that shit? Why the hell did the engineers have so much? If those bastards are still floating around out there, me and them are gonna have words. We ran into a new species today. You made those fuckers extinct before they could become a capital P problem. I don't think we got a medal for that, but only because nobody's done it. Fucking badass. Grab a shower and a meal. Next crisis could come anytime. Weyland Yutani hasn't showed up to reclaim LV-895 yet, but they're due. A ready response team with a good FTL drive could be here in days, by Esther's math. Between you, me, and the bulkhead? A couple weeks back, Colonel Ship sent a full report to HQ. And everything we found, what the company was trying to pull, and details on the engineers. We won't get a response for at least another week, but $5 says heads are exploding back home. ¿Qué carajos? That's no you? Oh, I bet it's from the spore pods in the mutant hive. I overheard Ship talking about them. She said the mutant xenos are growing fungus in that goop they spew all over. Probably a local species, maybe a mutation of something from Pala Station. Then she said 200 some kinds of ant race fungus in their hives, and kind of blanked when she started rattling off Latin names. Look, all you need to know is some of the fungus down there bursts into spores if you get too close. They'll glow when they're about to pop, so pay attention. Decontaminate before you shower. Who knows what that shit will do in our plumbing?
I understand you scanned the remains of a brute on a recent mission. May I examine your data? They are a particularly resilient mutation. You doubtless noticed its arms. You may have been too occupied to notice brutes lack a tail. Colonel Ship hypothesizes it was lost due to the creature's method of locomotion. Without fingers, it cannot move along walls and ceilings, so it no longer requires a counterbalance. This is mere spec. These mutations can leap quite astonishing distances. The impact is sufficient to drive their prey to the ground. There are many unanswered questions about the mutant queen. How did she come to be? Was she exposed to pathogen as an adult by a mutant invading her sanctum at Pala Station? Or perhaps the mutant brood stole a rare queen burster egg and raised it themselves. It is clear she played no role in the proliferation of the mutants. We saw no eggs, and no sign she ever possessed an egg sac. Her role seems limited to leadership, directing her brood against the non-mutated xenomorphs. It is interesting she developed a full-body armored carapace, beyond that of a Praetorian. We are fortunate to have encountered her in a molting phase, when sections of this protective chitin could be more easily shut off.